thank you for joining us today. My name is Casey Marquette, and I have the pleasure of serving as the CEO of Covenant Technologies. I'm very excited about today's guest. Joining us on the stream is Marene Allison, former Johnson & Johnson CISO, as well as current Covenant Technologies board member. Before we start, I'd like to extend my deepest gratitude to Marene for joining us today and sharing her invaluable insights on her experience with Covenant. So without further ado, let's dive right into our conversation. Welcome, Marene.
Hey, Casey. Thank you. Thank you for having me. And hello to everyone. Glad to be here to speak with you.
Thank you. I'll go with the first question. Thank you, Marene. What motivated you to join the Covenant Technologies board? And what specific qualities or values do you believe you bring to the organization that align with its mission?
So why would I join Covenant? First of all, I'm going to go to the people aspect of it. Casey, anything you ask, I would always do. We have worked together for years. When I first met you years ago and you were in physical security and you made the transition over to cyber and you've worked for me at least 2 or 3 different times over the years, I believe in talent. And I've always believed in what you're doing and then what uniqueness of you in a talent, looking at cyber talent, IT talent, and be able to deliver that. You have, you're responsible, you're always going to get the job done, and you believe in people. And those 3 aspects make it very easy to join the Covenant board. Now, the other thing is what can I bring to the table? I think I asked you that. What could I really bring? But I see CISOs all the time, or heads of security architecture. They're struggling to get a certain project done, or they need new talent. And to know that I can just say, hey, why don't you call Covenant? Why don't you talk to Casey Marquette? And how many times, Casey, have I texted you, hey, you need to talk to so-and-so? And the next thing I hear is that you found somebody for a position.
Yes. Well, thank you for that, Marene. And all those people I do talk to, I mean, it's what the business is all about, connecting people, right? Connecting people with companies. So thanks for sending those people over. Next question. Covenant Technologies operates in a competitive market. In your opinion, what sets Covenant apart from its competitors, and what unique advantages do you see the company leveraging in the future?
You have created that proprietary technology that really helps the person looking for a job understand the job description. You've probably heard me 1,000 times out there about how people write job descriptions and they put everything but the kitchen sink in somebody's requirements. And what is it you need? And Covenant spending the time, spending the money to create the technology that can be used to get speed to market and fully identify. Because I don't know how many times over the years I've seen my hiring managers where they would, here's the job description, and I'm like, yeah, there's a lot in there. And then it would take months and months and months, and they'd never found the perfect candidate. And what Covenant does with their technology is able to cut through the chase and take out a month's worth of back and forth and be able to clearly identify what the capabilities of the candidate are needed, and then start the search and be able to get people to apply for that job. Why do they apply? Why would they go to Covenant and listen to you about an open job rec? Because they know that they're not going to get messed with. You're going to give them honesty. You're going to give them openness. And that is extremely important in the recruiting business.
That is. And honestly, it's one of the reasons I launched the company. Is staffing. There can be some shady stuff. So 3 of our 5 core values are honesty, transparency, and fairness. And that's with not only employees, but clients and candidates. And then, to your point, we require everyone get on a call with us for a job. If you won't get on a call with us, we won't take the job. And then we ask the hiring manager, what are your top 3 to 5 must-haves? And we hyper focus on those. We look at a job description, but we're not focused on the job description. To your point, it's 4 pages long. It's 20 years old. So there's a lot. We insist on talking to whoever the position's reporting to. And then we go out and we move fast. We have something called our fast track guarantee. Within 3 to 5 business days, we get the first candidate and two additional candidates the next 5 days. And I can tell you we're hitting that 100%. We measure that. Every recruiter's measured. So we really do measure excessively that we're delivering not just quality, but speed as well.
You know, Casey, people will say, oh, well, that's nice. You're not hiring anymore. But a little story for everyone is my son is in IT at Johnson & Johnson, and he was looking for a certain type of SP4 HANA development person that could be utilized in the systems that he's working on. And he and his boss had gone months and months and months trying to find the perfect candidate. And within 30 days, you were able to find him a candidate, and he's hired. And when I just recently talked to my son, he was telling me like, wow, this is great. I got exactly what I wanted, and the person is working out well. And so, you can talk about me, but I actually had recommended Covenant to my son, and my son actually is a happy client of Covenant.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that, Marene. I know it went well, but I didn't have all that background, so that's fantastic here. Thank you. Next question. Looking ahead, how do you envision Covenant Technologies positioning itself in the industry in the next 5 years? What strategic initiatives or growth opportunities do you believe will be crucial for the company's success?
Oh, I just got off the phone with Aspen Institute, and we're talking about the role of the CISO. And, there's a lot of folks that are called CISOs, but the SEC and their requirements are going to change up what CISOs look like in the qualifications of CISOs. Where most of us have had like CISSP and GSEC and this certification, and we're, programmers or whatever we are, what we're going to start seeing is that need in the, are you CISA, are you CISM? What is your understanding of risk? So I really see that Covenant is well placed to be able to help in that area, not only with finding candidates that are needed in places, but also helping to ensure that education requirements are out there.
Yes, perfect. Thank you, Marene. Next question. As a new board member, how do you plan to contribute to the advancement of Covenant's long-term vision and goals? Are there any specific areas you feel particularly passionate about and would like to focus on?
Oh, yeah, mine is it's about talent. And I'm on another board with Cyversity, and it's looking at talent and making sure that we have diverse talent, and not just skin color, but also people with different ideas and thoughts, not just security engineers, but also, auditors and risk people, as well as people who are programmers or application security or medical device security. I truly believe that the cybersecurity professional is going to be changing very, very rapidly, and Covenant being well poised to help in there. And I want to ensure that we have the programs that are necessary to accelerate the growth of Covenant in those areas.
Excellent. Thank you. And the last question, the technology landscape is constantly evolving. How do you see Covenant adapting to emerging trends in disruptive innovations to stay at the forefront of the industry? And how can the board support these endeavors effectively?
Well, technology is going to change. It always does. Everybody's lips is AI and ML and cloud and digitization. What does it mean? You're taking everything off of mainframes to client servers to now the cloud, and now you have access to the data. And how do you access that data? That's the digitization. And then the use of AI and ML to be able to make understanding of that data. And just as you've hired other new board members that have expertise in moving companies to the cloud, you are uniquely qualified to have individuals that are looking at these new technologies and the talent that is necessary. Of course, your other board member, Dan Zellum, that I've worked closely with in at least 2 other companies, we went to the cloud. We went from data lakes to the cloud, moving from one company to another, and all the things that it took. And again, the technology is one piece, and that is always going to change. The venture capital market is got a lot of people in it moving things forward. But the reality is, what I learned when I was 17 to 21 in college, I'm not relying on it any day, right? We'd be back to slide rules, right? And calculators. But what we need is people that are resilient, that are innovative, that are inquisitive. And when you hire those people who have tenacity, you find the right person, they don't give up and they learn. And you know who I'm talking about, right, Casey? That would be you. And to somebody who said, I will never use a computer, to somebody who became a forensics expert for me, I see that how important that is. And again, what you learned at 17 in IT is not going to be what you know or utilize in 50 years later. So you better be able to learn and grow very effectively. And having a little bit of a technology engineer background or mindset isn't going to hurt, but it's really about the person and what they bring to the table.
Yeah, I love it. Well, Marene, I always love talking to you. I love your energy. I do. And just
my energy. What about your energy? Your energy is out there. You make me look like a snail.
No, I don't think so. But no, I do. I love talking to you. I love these recordings, and I just feel blessed that you're on the board. So thank you for your time, and I'll be in touch.
All right, team. Enjoy the rest of your session and listen to what Casey says. He's a smart guy. Thanks.
Thanks, Marene.
Bye-bye.